This is the Inquisitors, Calvin and Ed Weirdo reporting. And I am here with my jihadist makeup, or whatever you want to call it. I'm ready, you Christians. Don't tell me I don't have a beard long enough. I do. Look at it, see? And jihadists, don't worry. The reason this is shaved is the little girls, when I eat them out, find it really tingly, and it helps keep the food, keep hair out of my food. But I've got the beard. Oh, you jihadists, you fuckers. Let's fuck all of you. Let's fuck you over. Let's tie you up to a bomb and blow it up. You want to do that? You seem to want to do that. I'll tell you what. I'd be willing to help you there, okay? Anytime. Oh, what seems to be the jihadists have left. I'm not sure what to say. This is Ed Weirdo reporting live with his bald head. Yep. See, no hair. Yep. See. Just scraggly garbage. Yep. You see this? Do you see this, everybody? You see this? I need money to take care of myself. So does he. Now, this is Calvin, one of the Inquisitors, and he's been working hard for the last, few minutes on his phone. And do you have anything for me, Calvin, or are you just going to sit there and fart politely?
Can I do both?
Boy, you can.
Can I fart politely and give you some more news?
As long as I vomit properly.
Okay, that's up to you.
Okay, well,
right.
That's up to me. Okay.
You know what the Large Hadron Collider is?
The Hadron Collider. Yeah, I know what that is. CERN.
Yes.
Yes.
There's a theory out there that the Large Hadron Collider could accidentally summon God.
Could accidentally summon God.
Yep.
Who brought this theory up? Inquiring minds want to know.
I would have to go to the website. I don't really want to know who brought it up.
Well, you would have to go. You don't want to know who.
Just the headline.
That was Where did you get this headline at?
It was on Google.
On Google. So the CERN could summon God. So
yeah.
Is that going to be a good or bad thing? Does anybody know? What was your opinion?
It depends what God it summons.
That it would. Yeah. What if there's just only one God and it summons that one?
Well, is he going to be pissed off or is he going to be happy?
Good question.
Yeah.
Okay, well, now bring up the next headline.
Okay. Let's go to just, we have a second here. Let's see here.
My inquisiting friend is just on his phone right now, just divulging himself in the world of, we're going to get him a spy chip and a few other things soon. He just doesn't realize it.
Okay, you remember one of the things that really started the paranormal movement is, about 100 years ago, 130 years ago or so, these two little girls in the countryside took pictures of fairies, and Arthur Conan Doyle, the author of Sherlock Holmes, he verified them and said the pictures were real and the fairies were real. And it turns out that these two little girls just cut out pictures of fairies from picture books and used their photography and made it look like the fairies were standing there. Remember that? There's been movies about it. Anyhow, those exact photographs are now up for auction, according to Coast to Coast AM.
Those photographs are for how much do you think? How much do they estimate they'll fetch?
I would say that if you get the right people bidding, you can get thousands.
Thousands.
It's like
I had some dog shit up there in my bedroom. Anybody want to like put a bid on that? It's left over from the roommate before him. It comes with dog piss, some extra little candies. We got a bag full of garbage for you. You take the garbage, you give us money, we'll be happy. Okay, next comment.
Says a ghost with glowing eyes was photographed where 7 monks burned to death in the 1500s.
Looks like my lover is showing up. How is she? Did she leave any messages?
The ghost?
Yeah, the ghost, my lover.
Yeah. It was the glowing eyes, and it was Morse code. Unfortunately, nobody there with the camera could understand Morse code, so we are currently in the process of
Analyzing the data. Okay. Well, you see her again, you tell her husband, Edward, is quite delighted she's in the realm and quite happy that she's here. So, okay, now on this paranormal aspect, the glowing red eyes. Well, when I knew her, she was a lot happier. She had beautiful blue eyes. Did it say anything about her hair?
No, it didn't. But if her eyes were glowing, you can assume her hair was blue.
Her hair was blue. Her eyes were glowing and her hair was blue. Well, she was kind of not really a blonde, but she wasn't a brunette either. She was kind of like a dishwater blonde, okay? Good skin, good butt, good to fuck. I'd like to ride her like a horse. But next.
There are men who are painting their nails to avoid being killed by a ghost.
So if I paint my nails, I don't have to worry about that guy anymore. Oh, well, sorry. Okay. There. Yeah, okay, yeah. If I paint my nails, I don't have to worry about you anymore?
Not exactly.
Okay.
It seems that Thai ghosts tend to be females with a chip on their shoulder, and the wives of Thai men are having their husbands paint their nails to avoid being killed by the ghost, apparently.
Being killed by a ghost. Okay. Well, I'll tell you what, husbands, you get your fingernail polish and your little girl underwear and everything, and I'll introduce you to some transvestites. Can I meet your women? Well, that's my comment there. Next.
Brazilian cult leader who contacted aliens is backed by the dictatorship with terror attacks. Or he backed the dictatorship with terror attacks.
Oh, he backed. Oh.
Yeah.
Yes, we plan to terrorize everybody, us liberals. Yeah, we plan to fight with our hearts, our books, our science. We really don't believe in, most of us don't believe in guns. There are reasons for them, but most of us don't even want to stockpile. Oh.
I'm a libertarian, by the way.
Oh, you're a libertarian?
Yeah.
Okay, well, I'm not a Democrat, I'm not a Republican. I'm a registered Democrat because I got to choose something, okay? But I'm much more for Bernie Sanders and a lot of other things. Libertarian. I'm not really exactly a libertarian, but I fit a lot of the qualifications to be the libertarian. Next.
Where was it? It was just right here. Oh, prehistoric art hints at a lost Indian civilization. Archaeologists have discovered petroglyphs in India that appear to be more than 10,000 years old. And apparently these petroglyphs have drawings of animals that, well, either the people making the drawing, the cave paintings, had to have traveled to Africa to see these animals, or 10,000 years ago, these animals were in Africa and India.
Okay. Okay. That was a good piece of history. But actually, it was a slave trade of the animals back then, and they had control of the society and the people, and those were just their captors. You know, the animals they drew pictures of because they were living in caves. Yeah. Their captors, the animals, which kept them there, ate their food supply, would eat them and everything else. Their captors kept them there, and it was not just from Africa. Their captors were worldwide. We just don't know it yet. Next.
Mysterious unidentified hypersonic aircraft is caught on video in China.
China is up to it again. They've got a hypersonic multi-million-dollar. It makes the International Space Station look like
International Space Station.
Makes the International Space Station look like an IBM or like an Apple in 1989 compared to now. And you know how things were in 89, they worked. So the International Space Station is working, but this one's much more advanced and everything else. But I mind you, China's got a chip in every computer. And I mind you, China's got a chip in every computer. And
it's better than having a chip on every shoulder.
Yeah, well, their chips are going to add up. They did not account for the 3.5 grams it weighed.
Mm-hmm.
It threw it off course, and now it's just a basic satellite.
You're familiar with Nessie, the Loch Ness Monster?
Oh, Nessie, yes. Well, I love Nessie.
Well,
I've tried to make love to Nessie many times. I think she's dead.
Well, there's a sister of Nessie in Lake Okanagan in British Columbia, Ogopogo, and it says recently that Ogopogo's been spotted numerous times.
Ogopogo. A sister. No, that's the brother.
Oh, Nessie's brother.
Nessie's brother, yeah. And me and Nessie, we made love many times. God, she was like you wouldn't believe, but she's dead now. She got killed by a boat, a speedboat. It was a supersonic, super loud boat, and it killed her. Even her kids aren't doing well. There weren't many of those, but they lived for thousands and thousands of years. Not just hundreds, thousands. So, next.
Scientists find a mysterious object hovering at the edge of our solar system. They say it's probably just a dwarf planet less than 200 miles across, but is 2.5 times further away from the sun than Pluto is.
Okay, now, I want to know if they were in the bathroom recently. Because the Klingons want to know if they were Klingon to your asshole or the toilet paper. That's as Klingons. Now, I want to know if the toilet paper was on your lens screen and you saw something you didn't realize is really not there.
No, the Klingons on the paper were on Uranus.
We're on Uranus, okay. Well, I'm sorry, but I need a further verification. There was no Klingons involved.
Okay, we'll get back to that.
Okay, yeah.
NASA is going to start looking for more techno-signatures of alien civilizations, such as byproducts of civilization, such as polluted atmospheres, laser emissions, and artificial structures, saying that they're going to start looking for civilizations by looking for that stuff.
Well, NASA is also been known to spend millions of dollars to make a pen that writes in space, when the Russians just took a pencil. Okay, so there's my comment there.
What do you, if you were looking through a telescope, or you had the machinery to discover this stuff, what would you look for to look for civilizations outside of the solar system?
What would I look for?
Yeah, radio signals or light signals or polluted atmosphere or what?
Science, anything in the universe has been jacking off.
So basically, let them come to you.
Well, everything in the universe jacks off. Somewhere out there, there's something jacking off. And that's what I've been looking for.
Now, I should preface this a little bit. I have a friend from Central America, and he talks about a trail through the jungle of his homeland, and people would walk by this trail. Many people walk down this trail every day, and it wasn't until quite recently that, due to satellite imagery and that sort of thing, they discovered there was a huge pyramid structure just right next to the trail that the jungle had swallowed up. People were walking right by it and didn't even know it. So that falls into this one. It says, laser mapping finds 6,000 Mayan structures and a pyramid in a Guatemalan jungle.
Well, it looks like the Mayans are coming back to life. They're probably going to dig it up and make it a public museum. Let's hope they find some dead bodies and diseases with it, and the plague takes over. I'm not talking like the bubonic plague. I want something better than that. I want one that's going to be like makes mankind get down on both hands and knees and ask forgiveness. Maybe then they will prosper. But yes, dig it up. Make it so I want to go visit it.
Let's see another minute. Government report. This is supposedly a government report from enenews.com. Fukushima radioactive material, excuse me, Fukushima radioactive material is still raining down on the U.S. The contamination has worked its way into local ecosystems, and incremental impacts from Fukushima radiation release health implications are, quote, incompletely understood, unquote.
Please repeat the entire following thing. I am drunk and I was confusing.
Okay. Fukushima is still raining down its death and destruction upon us.
Yes.
And nobody knows how bad it's going to be.
Yes.
That's your full commentary? Yes?
No, that was that as far as it goes. I was waiting from there. Okay. Okay. Yes. Fukushima. Now, see, I'm in my jacket, and if I had some radioactive particles, I'd be a bit warmer, a bit more radioactive. But in order to keep me warm with the radioactive particles, well, I'd be losing my hair like I have been. Yeah. And yeah, I'm not just years. I've been. Shh, don't tell anybody. Shh. you can't see or hear or smell or taste radiation. And it's real good for you. It is. The EPA is now saying that moderate levels of radiation, low levels of moderate radiation are healthy. I'm here to tell you. I'm not against that. That's just fine. That's EPA. We're under the Trump administration. I just want you to, like, I got this little mixture of Fukushima water. I don't want to dump it in the ocean. How about we just dump it in you? No, you're not allowed to urinate anywhere on any continent. Nope. You're going to drink it, and we are going to dispose of you. About, I don't know where. Sure you don't want a glass of water? Come on. It comes from Fukushima. We need to store it somewhere. It's not that bad. He's got the right idea, making his facial comments and everything. Yeah. Would you like a glass of Fukushima water?
Fukushima U.
No, I don't know. We used to do that, but we decided it was an insult to the Japanese people because it wasn't just their fault.
No, I didn't say it was their fault.
Well, I'm not going to say Fukushima because Fukushima. No,
I bet they don't like Fukushima any more than anyone else does.
Oh, I think they hate it more than most people.
Yeah. So they would say Fukushima U.
Okay, Fukushima U. Okay.
And this is from mysteriousuniverse.org if somebody wants to look up the full article. An unidentified object crashes into New Jersey home after a mysterious boom. That was dated October 9th.
After mysterious boom, an object crashes in a New Jersey home. Yes. Is it UFOs? Is it an alien? Is it an asteroid or like just a little random piece of rock that just came out of the sky, made a boom and hit a house at 353 trillion miles an hour? Wham! I mean, what was it? Was it a lizard crawling out my ass? That's my question. And he's now looking to see if there's any lizards. He's worried. Yep. What he really should worry about is a snake coming out of my shirt. Yep.
Strange object washes ashore in South Carolina and is quickly taken away.
Strange object. Oh, where was it taken to? Does it say?
Let me check real quick. Says it looks like concrete but feels like foam. There's a few photographs which won't show up on the camera.
No photographs, nothing to refer you to there.
An official announcement is non-existent.
An official announcement. Okay.
It was quickly taken away by local officials.
Quickly taken away by local officials. So their sperm got out of control, or their orgasm, and they needed to deal with that white blob somehow. So they quickly had the hazmat team come out and pick it up. Next.
Universities teach that batteries and airplanes were invented in India thousands of years ago.
I don't know if I disagree with that. We've proven many technologies out there have been done before us. So I'm not going to say more power to them, but if that's what they believe is truth, well, then let them teach that. Next.
Let's see here real quick. Mysterious and mighty magical weapons of the ancients. Let's see here. Da-da-da. Oh yeah, just if some of the magical items from folklore and mythology were based in some kind of fact.
Harp. HAARP. It also, how it got partly its name, if you look at how the harp plays with sounds and everything else, the actual harp, the harp, HAARP, also mimics many of the harp sounds. So yes, I would say that would be a verification. Maybe the ancients played a harp, an instrument, and it was much built similar to what we are modern day, but much smaller scale. I'm not sure what else to say there. So there's my comment there. Yes, I would verify that. I would say that is 30% truth, if not more. I'm not saying they had the technology or anything we did, but they had technologies. As the last article came up about the batteries. And what was that other part about the batteries?
Airplanes.
Airplanes, yes. We're not exclusive. There were many civilizations. How many of them studied birds? They studied the planets for years. Then we have the Aztecs that have a clock that's the most accurate ever seen. So I'll just leave it at that.
One headline here says UFOs of the flying triangle kind, and it's kind of talking about flying saucers, UFOs, and saying how a lot of flying saucers are triangle. And I just skimmed the article real quick, and it said at one point that some official type person thinks that mostly the flying triangles that we see are just experimental aircraft that are terrestrial in origin. But from a personal standpoint, I have seen 2 actual UFOs that were both triangle shaped. And there's one UFO that I saw that actually did look more like an experimental aircraft would look, as opposed to just a triangle. But do you think UFOs are mostly triangles or saucer shaped or both, or what?
I think most UFOs show you the reality that you want to see.
Swedish girl skipping stones finds a 1,500-year-old Viking sword.
What condition was it in?
Let's find out. You gotta make me look at your article.
1,500-year-old Viking sword.
1,500-year-old ancient Viking sword in a Swedish lake while looking for stones to skip. Now, if it's a lake that's freshwater, so it probably means it was in pretty good condition.
Okay.
And okay, this is a quote from the little girl. I was outside in the water throwing sticks and stones and stuff to see how far they skip, and then I found some kind of stick. I picked it up and was going to drop it back in the water, but it had a handle, and I saw that it was a little bit pointy at the end and all rusty. I held it up in the air and I said, "Daddy, I found a sword." Turns out she had.
Cool. The interesting aspect. Daddy, she found a sword. Okay, a $1,500 sword, rusty tipped sword. I hope she can pay for her college education with that. Help out her family and maybe a few friends or people that deserve it. I'm not saying the rich and wealthy, but I hope something good comes from that sword. How much evil did it see when it came to life?
Or maybe that was the Lady of the Lake, and by her picking up that sword, she's going to be King Arthur.
Hey, Lady of the Lake, I like that aspect. Yeah, I wasn't trying to make it a bad thing. I was just saying. Okay? So, yeah, Lady of the Lake, we have a new King Arthur. She found a sword. Okay, don't make me cry. Okay?
All right. Let's see. In the 1930s, workers clearing the land in a valley in Costa Rica, in the jungles, clearing out the jungles, they began coming across something that they couldn't make sense of. Because there, amongst the trees and the underbrush, they found a whole bunch of large stones, with some that were up to 7 feet across and weighing 16 tons. And the strange things about these were that they weren't just rocks and boulders, but were perfectly or nearly perfectly formed spheres, totally smooth to the touch. And they had obviously been there for a very long time. There were also about 300 of them found throughout the landscape throughout the years. So mysterious, large stone balls in the jungle.
Well, they castrated me many times. They didn't know what to do with my balls. It would just take over. So they would stroke them and they made them into giant rocks. There, if you look into it, there's an even number because that's how many times they castrated me. I'm still alive and things are okay. Now, those 300 balls I want to lay claim to, along with the 13 heads, they've cut my head off like 13 times. And they stroked it. They've done all kinds of things. You know those crystal glass heads, the 13 heads? Look that up. The 13 crystal glass heads and these balls, those is how many times I've been castrated more times, but they finally just started worshiping my balls just to get by. Now I want my heads, my balls, and a few other my body parts back. You'll find them in a variety of places all over the world. I've been everywhere. Next, 13 heads.
I'll look up that while you wax poetic about the fact that Russia says the hole in the space station was made deliberately. A few weeks back, there was a hole that was gas.
A few weeks back, there was a hole in the space station.
Saying it had to be deliberate.
Russia says it had to be deliberate. Now, what I need to know is whether I need a background. Okay, can you call your local doctor and tell him that if I don't drink in the morning, the drinking cures the shakes. And then I get hungry and I eat. I eat food. I eat good food. Okay, real food. Okay, like cat shit, dog shit, things like that. Good food. I do. And this fine gentleman, he's such a good friend. Yeah. He's about to go rob a bank for me. He doesn't realize it yet.
Just a small bank.
No. We're not doing a small bank. We're doing a big bank. We're not hurting no small bank. They're good people. Okay. I guess we're not robbing a bank. We're going after the Federal Reserve. Yeah. Not sure how yet. We're not doing it by internet. I guess we'll speak out as a people. Does that sound good?
Well, yeah, pretty good.
The 13 crystal skulls.
I'm trying to find a specific number, but yeah, that sounds.
That was like
right.
I believe it's 13. I don't know if that's all that's been found. It's what they said there is. Well, then go for crystal skulls. I'm out. I'm just curious.
I'll do it the old-fashioned way. Hey, Google, how many crystal skulls are there? 13. Yeah, came right up.
Yeah. Okay, can you find it from there?
13 crystal skulls.
Okay, now go into it from there. Now, we found my balls, and there's like 300 of those because they've castrated me that many times, and I'm still here. Now we're going for my heads. There's like 13 crystal skulls. Those are all my previous heads. I want those back. I want my balls back. Okay, can you find out any other information that it relates to those balls? Like, okay, oh, no, too vague.
Oh, I could read you a quick, the Crystal Skull legend.
Oh, do that. Crystal Skull legend coming up.
All right. Native American Cherokee medicine man Harley Swift Deer Reagan is quoted as saying, quote, "The skulls were kept inside a pyramid in a formation of tremendous power known as the Ark. The Ark was comprised of the 12 skulls from each of the sacred planets kept in a circle, with the 13th skull, the largest, placed in the center of this formation. This 13th skull represents the collective consciousness of all the worlds. It connects up the knowledge of all the sacred planets." Which is brought to mind of talk about Jesus.
That's a problem. I don't have 13 asshole hairs or anything like that.
Jesus and the disciples came to 13, so 12 skulls, and Jesus is the 13th skull.
Oh, Jesus and the disciples. And now you're bringing up religion. Okay,
No, just history.
History, okay. And Jesus is the 13th, the big fat one in the middle, sort of like Buddha, eating off of everybody else, making them be slaves. Yeah, I understand. Okay.
Oh, and there are crystal skull sets for sale if you want. Yeah.
No, I want my heads back. They belong to me. I want you to get online and right now, get on there, and I want you to contact the Smithsonian. I don't care who, and let them know that they belong. Those are my heads. They belong to me. They came off of me. They were taken. They polished them. Those are my heads. And I need those 300 balls that you talked about. I had a flashback memory. When you talked about those balls, I saw all my past lifetimes.
You can get 12 quartz crystal skulls for $150. Right now they're on sale.
100 right now on sale. Yeah. Oh, okay, everybody. You need to know this. There's my face. You can buy this online right now for $12.50 an hour. You can sit back, listen. We'll be online 3-5 hours a day, just wandering in and out. Yep. Oh, $12.50 an hour. It's a cheap price. Fucking idiots. There's no one here. I don't think we've even had a hit.
What's wrong with them?
That's okay. Because if we do it more often, it will go on more often.
It's okay. Because that's all I had right now.
That's all you had right
Yeah.
now. I want you to look up one more thing.
All righty. I got my research button ready to go.
His research button is ready. Look up What's Up, Doc.
Hey Google, what's up, Doc? Google says, what's cooking?
Well, Google says what's cooking. Look it
Hey
up.
Google, rabbit stew. And now I have recipes for rabbit stew. Hey Google, is it rabbit season or duck season? Just brought me to some historical documents here.
Yeah, is it rabbit season or duck season? Is it turkey season? Is it roommate season?
It's never, ever roommate season.
Oh, come on.
No.
You know how big? You should see the meat he's got. I could put him in the freezer. Oh, man. You sure it's not roommate season?
I'm positive it's not roommate season.
Damn it.
Yeah.
Okay, well, being that my roommate won't let me eat them for dinner over the next few months.
Sorry.
Oh, well, then you better start paying your bills. Well, you paid them so far. Well, kind of. Well, we'll just shut up now. Now, you've been looking into something.
I was still looking at rabbit season and duck season.
Okay, well, look into duck season. Duck season, Anacortes, Washington.
So
Okay.
I guess it's duck season.
It's duck season, everybody. It's been decided. We watched the video.
Yeah.
I don't know if you heard it, but it was this old classic TV. And it's duck season, everybody. So he'd better duck or I'm going to hit him in the face. Well, he ducked. I wasn't really trying to hit him in the face. That I wouldn't want to do. But he caught it. Look up at the camera. Okay, and now we're about to say goodnight. Now, well, I'm not sure if it's good night, but I got some cleaning up to do. And I might be on. I might not be. This is Calvin and Ed. Have anything to say? Say something, please.
Something, please.
Okay, something, please.
No, I don't have anything to say.
Okay.
I've been looking up things and
He's been trying to help me out. We've been live and just having fun.
we're just hanging out,
Yep.
doing the news.
Doing the news, enjoying life. He wants me to do commentary, read it off to me, which is fine. We'll do that because it'll get good. It will get good because I'll be better at coming off with responses.
It's already good. It'll get better.
It'll get better, yeah. So, Calvin and Ed signing off tonight. I think it's 7:50, but I might be back on a little bit later. You know us. Yeah, just because. Us jihadists. Yeah. Us jihadists that need our beard, our long hair. Yeah. We gotta do it right. Yeah. So I'm about to say goodnight, and I'm thinking about doing another video, but my friend told me he's tired and he's been babysitting a local neighbor's kid, making double sure they get to work after being sick, and so I guess I'll just catch you later. Don't forget, I'm the local jihadist. Yeah, I got my beard. I'm ready. I'm ready to burn a sultan alive. Like every jihadist out there. All you fucking assaultists. Yeah. I don't care who you are. I'm willing to burn you alive. I've got my beard to prove it. Yes. Yes. See. Don't forget that. And as my friend just sits there going, what's this guy doing? Putting on a plastic bag, saying he's a local jihadist, wanting to burn people. Well, that's what I want to do sometimes. Not saying who. I said I'm a jihadist and I want to burn assaultists. In general, it doesn't matter race or anything like that. That gets me in trouble. Then it gets me in trouble. I guess I'll catch you later. Yeah, me. Yeah, he wants to stay out of that one. And that's why I wear my jihadist beard. Because I'm the jihadist. Well, I'm not a jihadist. I'm a rebel. He wanted to call it something else, and so do I, but we're not ready for that. Yeah. This is the Inquisitors. Do you want to find out how many buttholes I have?
No. We don't.
I only have one. I have many asshole hairs and things like that, but only have one butthole. And he really didn't want to know. He did not want to know. Now, he thinks I've only got a dick. Catch you all later, you cuties.